But if there's one tip that I want y'all to take away from this video, it would be take care of your health. Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome to the channel. And in today's video, I just wanted to give you all a bit of helpful advice that I've learned throughout my life and has helped me reach my big old age of 25.
I never thought I'd get this far.
You know, 25 old now, so I wanted to go ahead and give you a bit of wisdom from me, who is a quarter of a century years old, because I do know that some of y'all do watch my videos are about my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a bit older. But I think there's still some helpful tips that can go ahead and help y'all throughout this year, 2023, and even maybe help y'all on some of your resolutions. But let's go ahead and get started. And the first tip that I do have would be take care of your health. Growing up, I wasn't very healthy, and it's not anything that I could really control, but good advice I would say, and be pretty easy. Just maybe try drink water, eat right, and then just exercise maybe 30 minutes a day. And if you're like me, I didn't really grow up with much, so for this you could probably do drink just 5 glasses of water a day. That's not too hard, you know, if you do have access to that. And then for exercise, I'd say maybe 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. You could do something easy. If you don't have access to the gym, you could do 20 push-ups, 20 squats, 20 sit-ups, and then make sure you stretch before and after as well, because stretching is actually very important. I didn't know that as a kid. Try to do dynamic stretches before you work out, and then cool down with static stretches. And then for eating, try not to eat out more than 2 times a week if you can help it. An example, you could probably eat for breakfast oatmeal and some fruit, and then for lunch maybe just a couple of sandwiches, some chips, and then also maybe a different choice of fruit. And then for dinner, that could be your big meal. You could go and have chicken, broccoli, rice, and then just something similar to that, you know, just something to get you your proteins and get you your fiber, your carb, just something like that. And that's easy and not too expensive. That would be my first tip. Just go ahead and take care of your health, and because health is wealth, and it could definitely take you far. And the next step that I do have would just be find your drive, your motivation, your passion, whatever it is, something that just makes you excited to wake up in the morning, whether that's becoming a famous person, one that's becoming the best athlete you could be, one that becomes Zendaya's boyfriend, just something that makes you want to get up in the morning and just think that life is worth living for. Just having a goal just gets you just that much better. And then whenever you achieve that goal, it just, one more step up the ladder, and then it just makes you just feel just a little bit better. And every day getting a little better is the goal. And then the next step that I do have, don't worry about things you can't control. All the things that happened in the past, that's in the past. All the fine girls you fumbled in the past, those are just that. They're left in the past. Because just think about all the fine girls that you will fumble in the future. How I like to deal with these bad situations or bad times that I am having, I like to think about the future and if this will affect me 1 year from now. Will I even remember me doing this a year from now? And will I even remember having this bad day? That's just something very light. But let's say you had a much more worse day and you can't actually forget it. Just think about in 1 year from now, how much stronger, how much of a better person you are. After, like I said in the last tip, just keep getting a little better every single day and don't have to worry about the bad days anymore. Another tip that we have is take care of your mental. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the end of all my videos, I always say take care and peace. And when I point to my head, I mean take care of your mental, because us as guys, we do go through a lot of things and we keep that all inside of us, but it's okay to talk to those close to us. Taking care of your mental could mean many different things, like removing yourself from many bad situations or negative mindsets. That's okay, because you need to protect your own peace and be your own person. And if that means maybe just taking a break from right now and then just being in your own headspace, being in your happy place, and then just being back and bringing up the positive attitude, and then you can come back and even maybe spread some of that positivity to those that are negative and maybe even help them out. Next tip, learn how to save and spend your money. And what I mean by that, don't just go ahead and blow your first check as soon as you get it. First, try and save it and go ahead and spend your money on all the important stuff, such as bills and other responsibilities that you might have. I have 2 rules before when it does come to spending stuff: the 30-day cart rule and the 5 times affordability rule. The 30-day cart rule is if there's something that I am feeling, I'll put in that cart, and in 30 days from now I'm still thinking about it and I want to buy it, then I'll go ahead and cop it, but only if it also finishes with the 5 times affordability rule. What I like to think is if I can afford this item 5 times comfortably without any plans or anything, then I can afford it. An example would be this iPhone. If I can afford 5 of these, which they usually come at what, $1,000. So if I have $5,000 and I could afford maybe just one iPhone, then I can afford it and then I'll cop it. That way you're able to know if you can actually afford this or if it's just actually just taking money out of your pocket right now. Next tip, I would say, take care of your hygiene. Guys, that means showering, putting on deodorant, putting on a nice cologne that smells good. You know, go ahead and make sure there's no crust on your fingernails, that your fingernails are cut. Got a nice haircut that fits your face. If you got facial hair, make sure ain't no crumbs in there. Change your bed sheets. Y'all see the same background or the same bed sheets on my videos. I already watched them or I was bulk recording. Don't worry about that. It's not about me. This is about y'all, okay? And then the next tip I have is learn how to cook one great meal. Whether that be steak and veggies, whether that be a nice rice bowl, maybe even fry a mean egg. Just learn how to cook one good thing really good. That's in itself is great to have as a life skill and might even be enough to impress a date in the future. Who knows? Next tip, learn how your words affect your friends and family. And what I mean by this is how you say certain things. Because I also suffer from this as well because I just talk pretty casual to everybody. But if I was to say, we're heading out, or if I told somebody head on out and they don't know how I speak, it just essentially would feel as though I'm just telling them to leave. But I would just say that to everybody and to myself as well. Let's head out. And I have a pretty calm voice, so maybe it might come off as more harsh than it is. So, I mean, I probably still need to learn how to do this as well because how we do say things do affect people in certain ways, even if we don't think it or mean it. But again, it's always nice to ask and get to know that person and let them get to know you as well and just learn how our words affect each other. And a really big tip that I have that I think might be one of the most important tips as well, do things that make you happy because ultimately it's your life, not anybody else's life. So you should be doing things that make you happy, enjoy your life. We're not like our parents, like who have gone to work for 20 years, unhappy, miserable at their job and doing stuff. Me, 2 years ago when I was in college, I had like 5 or 6 W-2s because I literally quit so many jobs because I was not happy. And ever since I've been doing things that are making me happy, I definitely feel myself, happier, being more healthy. Just everybody say I have more glow just because I'm doing things that I want to do with my life. And even if I might struggle at times, eventually I'm still way happier than where I was whenever I was doing whatever I was unhappily. As another big tip, just do things that you want to do and make you happy. And this is to concern. Don't go like hurting people, breaking fingers because that makes you feel good. I'm just talking about like, hey, I want to go and do YouTube because I think it's cool. I want to go watch this anime because I think it's cool. It don't matter what nobody else thinks. It doesn't matter if I think it's cool. So that's all that matters. If it's cool to you and it makes you happy, go ahead and do it. But ultimately, the best tip I have, be you, because there's only one of you, and guess what? You are you, one of a kind, one of a person, and being you is being the best you can be, and you bring a certain light to the world that nobody else could have. And just like in the word beautiful, be beautiful. And that's all you need, guys. This is just a couple tips that I have, but ultimately the best tip, just be you and just be the amazing person you are and that everybody knows you can and will be. Alright y'all, that's it for this video, first video of 2023. Just want to thank y'all so much for watching, and in the future, definitely expect more videos, better videos as I just get more into this. Bigger and brighter things coming around for this channel. Hopefully I'll stick around for that, but until then, take care, peace.